Welcome. Let's get started on creating our crystal stability grid. So you're seeing me bringing in a square of paper, and this I have cleared. So I have already smudged this with sage along with my crystals and anything else I'm using. My focus stone, which is the very center of this grid, is red jasper owl. I'm actually surrounding it with red jasper as well, because red jasper really embodies what I was trying to do with this grid, which is protection, strength, courage, stability, endurance. All of those qualities are really, really what I want to embody as the intensity of the fire horse starts to come in. Next to the red jasper, you'll see some monk fruit flower, and this is for balance, longevity, and wisdom. So this inner square is really important and will give me exactly what I'm looking for. Now we're going to move on to the second square. And we're going to start off with some amethyst. That's going to give us some protection. It's also going to promote some calm, and it's going to ward off stress. When energy gets intense, stress is inevitable. So if we can bring some of that energy in to keep us calm, that's always a good idea. There's next up is tiger's eye. So tiger's eye is going to give you inner strength, confidence, and focus. When energy gets intense, focus can waver. So that's always a good stone to bring in. And I use tiger's eye in a lot of different grids for many other purposes. It's just a great all-around stone to have. And then we're also going to bring in some pink salt. So pink salt is grounding, which is what we need. We need to keep our feet firmly on the ground as the energy ramps up. And it also is good for purification and protection. So we're going to weave protection throughout this entire grid to make sure that we're protected as we start to move through this intense energy and rapid change. So for crystal grids in general, what you want to do is make sure that you're picking items that are important to you. It does not have to look like my grid at all. You should be picking things that speak to you. So make sure that your ingredients are something you feel in your heart you want to have within the grid. So for the third square that you'll see here, we're starting with black tourmaline. And black tourmaline is a grounding and a protection crystal, which is always great to have around the outside of any crystal grid. And then I'm adding in a clear quartz amplifier. So clear quartz is the queen of all crystals. You can use it for pretty much anything. In this case, I'm amplifying everything within the grid by using that crystal quartz. The final component here is going to be red plum. Red plum is great for perseverance, resilience, and renewal. So that is a great thing to add in if you have it available. If you don't, like I said, pick items that are important to you and things that you have on hand that are meaningful. Your intention is everything when it comes to a crystal grid. So whatever your intentions are will infuse into the grid. I always end any grid with protection. So you're going to see some selenite rods to keep the outside protected on the crystal grid. And it promotes calm and clarity and purifies that, as well as rosemary for protection. The final step is creating an affirmation for the grid and keeping that with the grid where you can see it every day. So that is incredibly important, and you should do that before you even start to build your grid. You want to infuse your energy into the grid with that affirmation. So remember to keep this where you can see it for about 6 weeks and enjoy. Congratulations on your crystal grid.